But they control us. What are we going to do about it? In order to develop, we must do something. It has also been demonstrated that it can be done. I've traveled across this continent and I've seen that development is possible. You go to Rwanda now. They are demonstrating that it can be done. Go to Kigali now. See what they are doing in the health sector in their own small way. See how they are collaborating in the area of mobile telephony in their own small way. It can be done. I've been to Botswana and I've seen what they are doing in their own small way. I've been to Mauritius, see what they are doing in their own small way. And they do not have the resources that other countries have. And I'm giving these examples to say that indeed it can be done, and it can be done within the continent of Africa. So what we must do is to begin to pull together. We have 55 telephone access codes. Nigeria 234, Ghana 233, Kenya 254, Tanzania 255, Uganda 256, Zambia 260, Zimbabwe 263. How can we, in this day and age, you cross into Benin, you cross into Togo, you cross into Guinea-Bissau, you have a different internet connectivity. Why can't Africa have a single satellite and a single telephone code, so that when I travel from Mogadishu in Somalia to Dhaka in Senegal, like the Chinese do, like the Americans do, like the Indians do, we can have the same, because communication is critical to development. And I'm saying this, part of my agenda is to prick your conscience with live examples, that you may go out there irritated, but irritated to do the right thing. And I'm suggesting that indeed, when we talk about development, this is what we must do. Is Africa conscious of her state? Yes, Africa is conscious. This is what makes me happy. That after all these analysis, it appears to me that Africans have now recognized that going forward, we can only defeat the conspiracies, we can only have development as we are talking about it by working as a team. It is only through industrialization that we are going to be manufacturers in all sectors. Make unity attractive. Because if you don't make it attractive, we will separate, and that will make us weaker. You are here, maximum 40 years, you will have gone upstairs. But after 40 years, in which kind of country will you want your children to be? This is the question. It is not about you and me. It is about them. This is intergenerational. Africa must change. Africa can change. And it can only change if we change our minds. And our minds we must change. In which kind of country will you want your children to be? This is the question. It is not about you and me. It is about them. This is intergenerational. After we have elected them, you'll then see them sending their arrows ahead. You'll see Bill Gates come and meet your president. You'll see Tony Blair come and meet your president. You'll see Macron come and meet your president. You'll see all of them. And then they will never admit, but they'll be told, if you want money in agriculture, behave this way. If you want money in this area, behave this way. They will never tell that to the Chinese. They will never tell that to the Indians. They will never tell that to the Vietnamese. They will never tell that to the Koreans. But in Africa, they tell us. That is why, as I speak to you now, under this new scramble, the IMF and the World Bank are back, telling you who to hire in your universities, what to sell and what not to sell. It is a sad situation. So today, as I look at Africa in that new scramble, the Chinese are here, the Turks are here, the British are here, the French are here, the Qataris are here, the Americans are here. This time round, they are so subtle that we don't even recognize them. But they control us. What are we going to do about it? In order to develop, we must do something. It has also been demonstrated that it can be done. I've traveled across this continent and I've seen that development is possible. You go to Rwanda now. They are demonstrating that it can be done. Go to Kigali now. See what they are doing in the health sector in their own small way. See how they are collaborating in the area of mobile telephony in their own small way. It can be done. I've been to Botswana and I've seen what they are doing in their own small way. I've been to Mauritius, see what they are doing in their own small way. And they do not have the resources that other countries have. And I'm giving these examples to say that indeed it can be done, and it can be done within the continent of Africa. So what we must do is to begin to pull together. We have 55 telephone access codes. Nigeria 234, Ghana 233, Kenya 254, Tanzania 255, Uganda 256, Zambia 260, Zimbabwe 263. How can we, in this day and age, you cross into Benin, you cross into Togo, you cross into Guinea-Bissau, you have a different internet connectivity. Why can't Africa have a single satellite and a single telephone code, so that when I travel from Mogadishu in Somalia to Dhaka in Senegal, like the Chinese do, like the Americans do, like the Indians do, we can have the same, because communication is critical to development. And I'm saying this, part of my agenda is to prick your conscience with live examples, that you may go out there irritated, but irritated to do the right thing. And I'm suggesting that indeed, when we talk about development, this is what we must do. Is Africa conscious of her state? Yes, Africa is conscious. This is what makes me happy. That after all these analysis, it appears to me that Africans have now recognized that going forward, we can only defeat the conspiracies.
Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Yeah, oh, you will listen to mama. Yeah, oh, you will listen. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Yeah, oh, you will listen to mama. Yeah, oh, you will listen. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Yeah, oh, you will listen to mama. Yeah, oh, you will listen.
Okay, what a beautiful way to say welcome to this afternoon edition. The time in Liberia, it is right now 15:23 hours. That is GMT, which means we're sleeping 23 minutes is slipping away from 3 p.m. in the evening hours here, especially in Monrovia, Liberia. We'd love to say good afternoon to all those who've joined us. My name is Ambassador Edmund Bawi. I am your lone presenter here today, but we're going to be going across Nimba County, which is why this program is called Across the County. I like to say good day to all of you, wherever you join us, wherever you are tuning, wherever you will be watching us. later on today, maybe after your working hour, or maybe you are just slept through the bathroom because you saw the notification on your phone. We'd like to say good afternoon to all of you. It's a beautiful way to say welcome to the show. But let's take this teaser and let's take these facts for Patrick Ledumba.
In which kind of country will you want your children to be? This is the question. It is not about you and me. It is about them. This is intergenerational. After we have elected them, you'll then see them sending their arrows head. You'll see Bill Gates come and meet your president. You'll see Tony Blair come and meet your president. You'll see Macron come and meet your president. You'll see all of them. And then they will never admit, but they'll be told, if you want money in agriculture, behave this way. If you want money in this area, behave this way. They will never tell that to the Chinese. They will never tell that to the Indians. They will never tell that to the Vietnamese. They will never tell that to the Koreans. But in Africa, they tell us. That is why, as I speak to you now, under this new scramble, the IMF and the World Bank are back, telling you who to hire in your universities, what to sell and what not to sell. It is a sad situation.
Freedom is coming.
So, freedom is coming tomorrow. Our sister Fantatura has joined us from Cairo, Egypt. We love to say good afternoon. What you need to do for us is to keep sharing this live with people in your reach and all of that. That is the only way that we will reach out to all others far and near about activities from Liberia, West Africa, especially for Nimba County. Nimba County that has many cities in Liberia. Nimba County has Senegal as its political capital. Nimba County has Gompa City as its commercial capital city. Nimba County has Zekepa as another commercial capital. Nimba County has Bound. Nimba County has Kamplay. Nimba County has Zekepa, where Eselameta is based. And Nimba County has Tapeta. Nimba County has Butuo. Nimba County has Zekepa. And I think some emerging cities are coming up, like how do you call it, Tower Town, and other places are emerging to be one of the best cities in Nimba. But be as it may, we love to say good afternoon to you, wherever you have joined us from. This is Nimba D9 TV. This is the weekend edition of Around Nimba. And very shortly, we're going to be going to our correspondents and reporters. So we'd like to know from you, by the way, how are you faring? Where are you watching us from? Like our sister Fanta has done to us. How was the week with you, for example? All right, how things in your communities? What are you doing? What did you do for the week? How impactful were your activities? Where as it relates to community development? What were you involved with? So those are things we'd like to hear from you. But we love to say good afternoon to all of you. And it is a beautiful way to always be on Around Nimba. We are trying to alarm and realign our programs. So Around Nimba will now be coming to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And it's going to be on Radio Voice of Yarwin, Mehnsonnoh 99.1 FM, located in Zekepa, Nimba County, Eritrea District 9. And that radio station covers Bomb County, some part of Bomb County, some part of Grand Bassa, some part of Riverses, some part of Grand Gile, a larger portion of Nimba County, some part of Africa Coast and Guinea, and I understand some part of Lofa County as well. So we also going to be, the good news is we're also going to be on Radio Zoge in Brown City, Nimba County. That radio station covers the district number 7, which is Zekepa area, the Bound area, the Butu area, and a good portion of Nimba. That radio station covers that place. And we're going to be moving forward, getting involved with other community radio stations. But my name is Ambassador Edmond Bawi. I like to say happy birthday to all those who celebrated their birthday on today and even this month. And happy anniversary to those who are also celebrating different anniversary. Congratulations to our friend Clement Toure and the rest of the folks who are graduating from the Bashir University. I understand today is their first commencement convocation. That is a good thing for Representative Bashir and his people of Maserati County and Liberia at large. We'd like to say congratulations to all those who are graduating from the United States of America and other places around the world. It is incumbent on us to reach out to you and say congratulations, because we understand what it means to go to school. We understand what it means to get involved with education activities in these difficult times. But somebody said, if you think that education is expensive, try ignorance. Well, we will not try ignorance. We will try to do all that we can to reach out to you. Good afternoon to all of you. Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you will be joining us by this time or later on. Nimba Dina TV is at this time also carrying live the game between, as I understand, is between Philadelphia. Is between Philadelphia FC and Mighty Enforcer of Nimba County. This is the third division, league play out, as I understand. So Lawrence to play is somewhere there on the Anthony Tottenham Stadium. Probably we will just take a small portion of that, of what is happening there. As it stands, Philadelphia FC is 0, Mighty Enforcer is 0 in his first half. And this is a third division league playoff, and that is ongoing as we speak on also Nimba D9 TV. So all you need to do is to share that. But let's take a bash of what is happening at the Anthony Tottenham Stadium from our correspondent, our sports reporter, Lawrence.
He was working a master position anyway, but was a fire head up on Sarah's move. It was a fire head up on Sarah's move. There was a beautiful head up on Sarah's move, but yet they are still far. He was working an outside position.
So as it stands, it's 0-0 all. So wherever you are, you can also tune in to Nimba D9 TV. It's also carrying that game live. That is how we are here to serve you. And we can't do it without you. You also need to join us, right? Give us your sponsorship. Advertise with us. We have our website that we can advertise, and we have our page here that we can advertise your goods on. So it is also important that you advertise with us. So we will soon be going. So we will now be joined by the team there at Radio Voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh. So let us do all that we can to just get over to Radio Voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh right there. So all is set and ready for Radio Voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh. So we are now calling to be on that radio station live. So that is what we can do here as way of serving all of you far in the air. So of course, Patrick is there. He is at control. So for the first time around, Nimba will now be on Radio Voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh, 99.1 FM on this Friday edition. Well, good afternoon to you, Patrick, and all of those who listening to us in Radio Land and Dialogue on Nimba D9 TV. I like to say a refurbished Nimba D9 TV, because we're currently on Facebook on Nimba D9 TV. We're currently on Nimba D9 TV YouTube. We're currently on Nimba D9 TV Twitter. We also on Nimba D9 TV on www.onenimbahouse.com. How is it, Patrick? How is Zekepa, by the way?
Well, Zekepa is okay this afternoon for what I've been done to you.
Okay, good. So we're going to be taking a batch of music quickly, and then from there we're going to start with our discussion. So let's take it quick from we're going to take this teaser, we shall pass from Patrick Ledumba. Then we'll come back to you, Patrick, and then we'll set the ball rolling. So yeah.
In which kind of country will you want your children to be? This is the question. It is not about you and me. It is about them. This is intergenerational. After we have elected them, you'll then see them sending their arrows head. You'll see Bill Gates come and meet your president. You'll see Tony Blair come and meet your president. You'll see Macron come and meet your president. You'll see all of them. And then they will never admit, but they'll be told, if you want money in agriculture, behave this way. If you want money in this area, behave this way. They will never tell that to the Chinese. They will never tell that to the Indians. They will never tell that to the Vietnamese. They will never tell that to the Koreans. But in Africa, they tell us. That is why, as I speak to you now, under this new scramble, the IMF and the World Bank are back, telling you who to hire in your universities, what to sell and what not to sell. It is a sad situation. So today, as I look at Africa in that new scramble, the Chinese are here, the Turks are here, the British are here, the French are here, the Qataris are here, the Americans are here. This time round, they are so subtle that we don't even recognize them, but they control us. What are we going to do about it? In order to develop, we must do something. It has also been demonstrated that it can be done. I've traveled across this continent and I've seen that development is possible. You go to Rwanda now. They are demonstrating that it can be done. Go to Kigali now. See what they are doing in the health sector in their own small way. See how they are collaborating in the area of mobile telephony in their own small way. It can be done. I've been to Botswana and I've seen what they are doing in their own small way. I've been to Mauritius, see what they are doing in their own small way. And they do not have the resources that other countries have. And I'm giving these examples to say that indeed it can be done, and it can be done within the continent of Africa. So what we must do is to begin to pull together. We have 55 telephone access codes. Nigeria 234, Ghana 233, Kenya 254, Tanzania 255, Uganda 256, Zambia 260, Zimbabwe 263. How can we, in this day and age, you cross into Benin, you cross into Togo, you cross into Guinea-Bissau, you have a different internet connectivity. Why can't Africa have a single satellite and a single telephone code, so that when I travel from Mogadishu in Somalia to Dhaka in Senegal, like the Chinese do, like the Americans do, like the Indians do, we can have the same, because communication.
Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama, prepare for your freedom. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Yahoo! Oh, you will get up, mama. Yahoo! Oh, you will.
Okay, so Patrick, that is it for us. Well, why is it that Africa, for example, we have different country code? Liberia is 231. This one is 332. This one is blah blah blah. But when you go to America or Canada number, you get right now, right? Just +1 and the number, isn't it, Patrick? So Patrick Lumumba, your namesake, is a professor. His name is Professor Patrick Lumumba. He is trying to provide some education for us, and he said he is trying to critique us. He is trying to provoke us, but not in a negative way. Welcome, Patrick.
Okay, thank you very much, Major. And I really follow this clip this afternoon. It really moved me, and also I know my listeners are also following this afternoon.
Great, and that is a sensitivity that we bring to the radio. You know, this is our extraordinary activity. Many times, some people will say, "Look, I wonder, is Edmond Bawi a journalist? Is Edmond Bawi a pastor? Did you do theology and all of that?" We keep people getting wonder because, look, Patrick, you have to serve your people while you are still alive, and that is the same thing that you're doing. You know, at this hour of the day, I've just come from work and I need to squish up the time that we can be able to interact with our people. providing the necessary information for our people, providing them with the kind of messages that they need to hear. It makes them to feel that sense of direction. It makes them to feel that yes, indeed, we are part of the process. We got to get intentionally, aggravated in a positive way to get involved with the growth and development of this place. And I'd like to say thanks to you, Patrick, and you and all your staff at the radio voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh, and all listening people who are listening to that radio now. Thanks to you and your program people for affording us the opportunity. But beginning, let's break the news, Patrick. Let's break the news together. So beginning next week, Monday, from 3 to 3:45 is going to be the program called Around Nimba. Around Nimba is just a 45 minutes radio and television program, and it's going to be live on Radio Voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh. And the good news is, Patrick, Alex Luo from BAM has also said the program is very interesting. So the program will be live on Radio Zoga beginning Monday. That's good news.
Wow, that's a great news. That's a very nice and big one for us.
Exactly, Patrick. But we'd like to say good afternoon to all of our people in Radio Land. Good afternoon to the people of B and Doru. You might be in Nimba, you might be in Tiastown, you might be in Kekastown or Glasstown. We'd love to say good afternoon. And good afternoon to the people of Blilong. You might honestly be in Kwende, Boyi, or Gogopa, Sapa, Dapa, where Reverend Kopo Due and his entire family. I would love to say good afternoon to Commissioner Sam Due and good afternoon to the Commissioner of Brian Doru as well. You might be in Zela, where Sam Fremont and his citizens are. I would love to say good evening to Bowen, good evening to Zekepa, good evening to Saint Dean Place, Glade Zekepa, and Zekepa Kayi, and the rest of the town, Zekepa, just everywhere they would love to say good afternoon. You might be in Mehnsonnoh. Good afternoon to you there in Gauteng, Glade Zopie, Mela, where my beautiful mother hails from. Good afternoon to my father's land, the Nyokai people, and Lintwain, where Mr. Mawemo and his family are, and the people of Gawi, where Commissioner Lee Vabembo is. Good afternoon to the people of Do. You might be in Gray, you might be in Zwaple, you might be in Nuopie, and wherever you are, we'd love to say good afternoon to all of you. That is in District 9. So good afternoon to Representative Johnson and Goiklo and his entire citizenry, DM5. Good afternoon to the people of District 8, Larry Yonkwai. Good afternoon to District 7, Roger SWY Zoma, District 6, Toan Glikia, District 5, Senkoga, District 4, Gompuka Gom.
Major, the Sebuga is District 5 and Zombiga is District number 6.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Many plenty. They just all call up the Nimakan, they finish one representative. They gotta will chew you up. Well, thanks for the correction. So, District 3 is pharmacist Joseph Nyasanwade. And then we have District 2 is Prince Topa. District 1 is Sam Brown. So, good afternoon to Commissioner David L. Jacobs. And good afternoon to the development superintendent. It better while, Patrick. I can't hear from the development superintendent. Is he around?
Yeah, the development superintendent was just in Zekepa 2 days ago.
Wow. Can you put us to speed with some of the activities that is going on him as a development superintendent?
Yeah, really, is right now, a lot of things are moving on road, but start refreshing just kick off in the district, where he was in Zekepa, give us a little chat, at least for a little 5 or 10 minutes, and he's leaving to one of the things that he just moving from one end to another. But the good thing about your asking and tell you have to be to the headquarters of the district. He said, my office is a mobile office because I don't want to be situated in one place that I will not be able to reach out to my people.
Correct. So that is called innovation. So just in case you join us, the Honest Duato, our new administrative assistant, and also he works for Africa Development Management Associate, has joined us. Honest Duato wrote a very wonderful piece of script today. We will read it on this show. But wherever you are tuning from, this is Nimba Dina TV. This is where we bring you the best of the best. This is where we bring you the actuality of what's unfolding in our country. But we're going to go to our correspondents from around the country. So good afternoon to my beautiful mother, Madam Ari S.M. Bawi. She's in Zekepa. That Omale Garden Benny Patrick. Omale plenty. That Oma, she left plenty. So good afternoon, Annette, Becky, and Uriah Zawo, all of the business people in Zekepa and the business people of Nimba County, Editorial District 9, and Nimba Lash. We like to say good afternoon and welcome to Around Nimba. You can bring your goods. We can advertise it on this show, and setting this show is going to go. So we are open for your promotion. So, but well, we try to link up control with our man Alex. Alex who works for Radio Zoge. So I'm trying to link up control with Alex. Very shortly, Alex will be here with us. So I'm trying to do all that I can get Alex on the phone. So that is Alex. Alex is in Bao Nimba Kante. Today we're going to start with Bao Nimba Kante, with the program around the county. So we trying to link up controls with Bao City Nimba Kante to know what is unfolding in Bao and the people of Bao. How are they faring? What are they doing? What are they involved with? So that is what we are about to do, and we're doing all we can to get Alex on the phone, but apparently Ellis is a little bit busy. We're gonna get back to him. So that is what we're doing now. So we're doing all that we can. But let's get to Zekepa in Nimba County to know what is going on in Zekepa. Let's get to Zekepa, for example, to know what is unfolding in Zekepa. So we're trying to get in control with our contributor BK from Zekepa, Nimba County. Let's hope and see that we can get him on the line. But again, if you are just tuned into your radio, this is a brand new program that requires your sponsorship and all of that. And we are here to serving you. So this is the program called Around Nimba. Around Nimba. Okay, so we now been joined by our man BK. BK is joining us on Zekepa. BK, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, BK, can you hear me?
Yeah, getting it clear.
Okay, this is Nimba D9 TV, and we've been joined by you from Center Studios, and you live on radio, Voice of Yarwin, Mehnsonnoh.
Well, I would like to say many thanks to all of our partners, those of you who are using your data and watching your two live and then listening to the wave of radio. I also like to say welcome, and it is a pleasure to be on around the district or around Nimba this afternoon.
Okay, so except you just want to leave that noisy place quickly because we're on the radio, so you just step away from that mobile money place real quick. So the person you see on the screen here is BK. BK is a contributor. BK works for Radio Truth FM in Zekepa. So we're getting some terrible feedback from BK. BK, can you hear us now?
Okay, I think I'm
Okay, good. You are pretty much good. So BK, how is Zekepa today, for example?
well, secondly is doing great. People are on their number, businesses moving from one end to another, and everything is just super.
Okay, so firstly, we love to start by what is the US rate today in Zekepa?
Well, it's very, for example, for those that teach money, some of them are doing 172, some of them are doing 170, and some of them are doing 174 or 3, depends the amount of US they carry with chips. And then those are doing businesses around the those that have a store or shop. Some of them are offering 175, some of them are offering 176. So that's a very inside the city.
Okay, how about the back of 25 kg rice?
Wow. For packaging now, we have the number price is 3,100. We girls close around, but some of them are doing it for 3,100, and some are doing it for 3,150. But the dominant is 3,150.
Okay, good. 3,150. So how much for a gallon of gasoline, for example?
Gasoline is just $800 get percentage as you speak, because the bottle is 200 and then half gallon is 200, and some places you'll see like 790 or 780. So for the normal price is hundred like doing that.
Okay, so BK, just so we take leave of you, thanks for giving us the update. As campaign activities are about to start in the candidate registration and all of that, BK, how is the political climate in Secretary? Real quick before we take leave of you.
Well, climate politically is actually stagnating now. Although our parents are seeing as to how best they can have their son register and then move on to the election. And when it comes to developing the district, the most talk about now is the Yarwin Bridge project.
Okay.
Now that's the most talk about in the transition number 7. And as you see, the project is moving on smoothly according to information.
Okay.
We have like 2 weeks left for the still laying the reactor that is next in for the British of the grant to take the bridge on.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, BK Nessa. And just in case you have anything quick to say before we take leave of you from Zekepa and Nimba County from the other side of Zekepa, because look, we got two correspondents. Zekepa is a big community. We got BK, who is at the twin end of Zekepa, and then the central Zekepa area will be joined by Uriah God. So just so quickly, and you are live on Radio Voice of Yarwin, Mehnsonnoh, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'd like to say many thanks to all of our father once again, and most especially as we are now at the crucial stage of election, because today is June 9, and then we have June. We have few more months to go to election. So all our people will become unity. Remember, we were together before this holiday. Election is just a particular thing comes after every 6 years. So we should become reunited together, because mind you, if this sort of Palava or someone out there who just in the name of politics, yeah, definitely after the election, you have to reconcile. So it is good to do things that we all benefit, because our goal is better like you are, better leader, and better the way around. So we should always recount just our political differences. We should open our arms to people. We should love each other. We should share everything in common. If you go in a political gallery and see that people talking one way or the other in the way that you bring confusion, are all that just stay away from that gallery in order to keep the peace of our country, our district, and the world. So it is a pleasure and so much happy to be on the line this afternoon.
Thank you so much. So that was BK there. You know, Patrick, you heard from BK, right?
Yeah.
And we tried to link up control with the other guys in that place, and you were certainly going to be asking a couple of your questions, because I know you want to also get some information from these guys. But that is it that we're trying to do. We're trying to make your radio station to be the best, so you will not just be hearing from Patrick Wheeler, from Anne Cooper, from Patricia, from the Uriah, from the rest of the guys at the station in a journey. But you're not going to be hearing people from the United States of America, and you're going to be getting some guests. So very professional people will be on this platform to sharing their knowledge with you, both Liberia, West Africa, and the world over. This is what we do. This is our extra activity. My name is Edmond Bawi, and I'm here today with Patrick Wheeler. You know, he is our co-host, and we are live on Radio Voice of Yarwin, Mehnsonnoh, there in Nimba County. We are broadcasting and transmitting to you live from the tallest tower in the whole of District Number 9, where we have the Gar Mountain. But we'll talk about it in another time. Let's try to establish contact with Uriah Gua Jr. in Central Zekepa, Nimba County, where he is set and ready to equally put us to speed about activities from that part of Liberia. So we're going to Uriah. We're going to be recognizing all of our people who have come live on this platform this afternoon on Around Nimba. Welcome, keep sharing. We provide you information that you will be ready to hear. Good afternoon, Uriah.
Good afternoon to all of you in media land this point of time.
Wow, Uriah, where are you at the moment?
I'm currently in the central city of Radio Zekepa, and of course I just done presenting the program Talking Points.
Oh wow, okay, so you need to reduce the volume because you are also on the program called Around Nimba. And Around Nimba is a 45-minute radio and television broadcast. So this is Uriah on the stream. Uriah, you live on radio, voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh. And then we're live for Patrick Wheeler from Zekepa to talk to you right now and knowing about the gasoline price, the U.S. rate, the bag of rice, and other details from Zekepa and Nimba County. So Patrick, it's all yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Major. And let me just say good afternoon, Uriah. Good afternoon, Patrick, and good afternoon to all of the people in Yarwin Mehnsonnoh listening to Radio Voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh via Nimba D9 TV. Okay, thank you very much. Shortly, let's just go to business. How is Zekepa this afternoon? Zekepa is cool. At this point of time, our Zekepa is very, very okay. Okay, so when it comes to the commercial aspect of the Zekepa, how much for a gallon of gas today in Zekepa? Gallon of gas is $800. $800. As a bottle is $200, or it's actually dropping, and we tell God thank you because it was in 220 to 230 days one time, but surprisingly this morning when I went to buy gasoline, I bought $200, and the gallon is now $800. Okay, well, and when it comes to the U.S. rate today in Zekepa, how is it there? The U.S. always seems to be something surprising that very, very, very difficult to come down, but rather always increases. As we speak presently, U.S. rate is around 167 to 168 in central Nimba as we speak. So we just plenty of day by day as we speak. Now U.S. rate is getting so high, and when it comes to the country, the situation right now, people complain about rubber issue, and the rubber is not going. How much for the bag of rice in Zekepa 25 kg? Thank you. The bag of rice 25 kg is $3,500. It trying to be going a bit again harder as it was so in the Tuesday, Zekepa Tuesday market this gone Tuesday for 3,000, 2,000. That should be 3,300, but it's now 3,500. It's also going up as the U.S. rate, and we are praying to the Almighty God that things will come down definitely. Okay, let me just take you to the political aspect of this conversation this afternoon. When it comes to the political activity, and Zekepa and campaign is around, how is the momentum there? How's the citizen responding to one another when it comes to political affairs? You know, I always say that Zekepa, especially district number 7, seems to be one of the force within the political I don't say I say atmosphere of Nimba. District number 7 seems to be having some of the target, as we are seeing people on the other hand of Chairman Musa Asambelete, and people on the other hand of Rogers W. Adama, who is a Cuban, and of course things is getting better. As before, we were seeing people fighting all around with each other, taking each other to good, but nowadays we are seeing silent all around, and we are not hearing from neither of the politicians. We are just seeing people paving rules and so forth. Okay, right. When it comes to the electoral process, yesterday the market of North Nimba was on the interview in Zekepa yesterday concerning the exhibition process that is about to kick off on the 12th of June to the 17th of June. And now let's see that some of the other 8 children were registered by those BBR stars, and there's those children that in question, they are requesting for them to come to the market along with their parents for questioning. Have you getting this information? The information is actually not yet reliable. It's not actually reliable from this side of Nimba, as the train is ongoing for the exhibition, which is going to be commencing a few days ago. Though it is true that citizens or children that are not yet to reach the age of even 16 years old was given a voter registration card So actually, it's going to be a very good decision by the ministry. It's going to be a very good decision to therefore call upon these children and so get this card for them and take any further decision that is meant to be taken against them because this is Liberia and all we need is a better Liberia. So we don't need people, for example, who are not actually read the age of 18, who cannot actually sit and analyze correctly yet to be given a voter registration card. Actually going to carry this country backwards. So that's a good decision from the ministry.
Okay.
So before they leave of you, your party comment. Finally, I want to say thanks to you, Patrick, and thanks to the hardworking boss who is always making sure that everything is set at Nimba D9 TV. I want to say thanks to all of our followers who are always following us. Thanks to all of you. Zekepa is good. My name is Yarwin, and some people may say I'm rushing. I'm on a program talking point, so I have to give my party comment as well to a listener immediately. So that's it. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you. It's a pleasure having you. Major, it's up to you.
Wow. So that is the beauty that we have. Imagine Uriah is also broadcasting on the program called Talking Point. Uriah took up the time to give an update. Imagine, Patrick, this is the beauty we bring to this all important show. So good afternoon to Pastor Peter Eswania and his entire family there in Zekepa. Good afternoon to all of you, our follower, friends, relatives, loved ones. One and all, we love to say, look, we like all of you all, but God loves you the best. And thanks to all of you. So let's go over to inbound city Nimba County, where we have Alexander Luo from Radio Zoge. He's already prepared to join us here. So if you are just tuning in, this is a program called Around Nimba, and we are here today serving you a very wonderful time. Alex, good afternoon. This is Nimba D9 TV.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alex, you live on Radio Voice of Yarwin, Mehnsonnoh, and live on Nimba D9 TV on your own program called Around Nimba. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Alex. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Nimba D9 TV posted live in Zoga District to be precise by District number 7.
But Alex, I guess this is your first time to be live on Radio Voice of Yarwin, Mehnsonnoh, isn't it?
On D9 TV now, but when it comes to really talking on that side, I really can give you some information to my people there. Patrick Winner.
Oh yeah, Patrick is in studio. Okay. Oh wow, so that is Alexander Lewis. So Alex, Patrick is on the line with us. Patrick is our co-host today. Way there in Zekepa, Nimba County. So how is Bam, by the way? How is Zoge today?
Well, we get very great. Before that, I'm a member of the Nigerian Evangelical Baptist Convention, and this year Nation Convention is being hosted by all the New Jerusalem Baptist Church in Bam. So all what facility of Liberia from the Nigerian Evangelical Baptist Convention, they all gather here since Wednesday, and they are here, having service with us currently.
Wow, that is a good one to serve the Lord. And I know people from District 9, like Hilton Dolo and the rest of the people, Kayanka Le, I believe they are there with you. Am I right?
People from Northie, the Weather family, Noaketo, all the guys from Tawetan Bell, whatsoever young men. So I told you, like, we're Evangelical Baptist Convention, what gospel from right there as well.
Wow. So our greetings to all of them. And we pray that they continue to pray for the peace and development of the country. But that point to speak, since indeed you are a little bit busy, what is the price of gasoline today in Bound City, Nimba County?
It's the number that we spoke on the last time is so for 800 to Ume and Susuri gas station coming as back there. And he's a big trader in the city. He sold he always sell gas for 800 for now because it was a 760 for now. He's going to step up to 800 while other dealers to take it from here selling for ABC around the street corner.
Okay, good. So how about the US rate?
The US rate is just, five people doing 177, 167, 168, that kind of way.
Okay, so how about a bag of 25 kg rice?
It's currently 243,200 just this monitor for our convention.
Okay, so exhibition is about to start and all of that. So the political issues of Nimba County, Liberia at large. What is it that you're hearing on your show every morning?
Which of course, the operators, they have two systems for training for the exhibition, and one is in California, one is currently in Bound City. I've been serving as one of the supervisors for election workers in Upper Nimba. The senior master was there yesterday with the begin the Bound on the training for the server. They are currently at the Bahad, campus, carrying on the training for those servers who will be on the scene, the exhibition officer, and that of the exhibition clerk. So that's where we stand for now. The training is on point. So as we listen around, people are getting hard here to go see their photo. Exhibition is all about to go to where you register and then verify your photo to see whether there's a missing photo. Your name is not right for the spell. If your photo, is not in the good position to go and redo. There where exhibition only last for 7 days.
Is it?
Let me just ask you the question when it comes to the exhibition process, and you being one of the supervisors in Papa Nimba.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm getting you, go ahead.
Yes, listen, Patrick.
Okay, so, and according to Milari Sosa yesterday in Sabata, the one that Mama said that according to Milari Sosa, those 4 children that are being captured by the database in Nimba, Papa Nimba took the lead. Actually, the number of registrants that we're talking about, the number of registrants are on page that did not reach the 18 and they were registered and issue them voter ID and voter card. Yes, my brother, this is all about election. That's why I always told people, for us, we election workers, we always tell them that if the law has been given, for example, election, let's say the master code is built somewhere in Zekepa, where the code got a pass on necessary law to the place that no one should go on somebody trying for their photo, somebody should law to somebody where the law has been given. But they will not see any money to kind of say, who did this time? But in this line, election can also pass the law. If they want, if they all will go and register. So my words, for the country to go and register. But if we pass the law today, we as election workers, for example, are found this is number 30. If I put this in my part to do registration, I want to get the law today. The thing that they want to come and tell me, say, oh, this person is not for here, this person is on age. But if you come as a parent and say, my child is a body age, if you have been born through the governmental system, and equally so, you will actually be placed on the matter what they are saying. So for us, election workers, we get for kids, but we tell you the way to follow to get a kid.
Okay, great. So that's the voice of our man Alex Donald Luo there from Zekepa, Nimba County. Yes. Yeah,
as I speak to you, we are on a convention, and currently hearing not behind me, there's a feminist citizen here called Yarwin, a senior brother from Elijah Muni, who is one of the biggest businesses of Mehnsonnoh. He back on a very new farmland. But something is correct. I just see by our campus here, right? And they're not even far from the town. There where they come to kind of do some life story where we honor you see people performing bamboo, all kind of animals you could see talking about this person, my brother. If you go live on TV now, you could see areas, people, everybody just go from place to place.
Wow. So that is why you will be very shortly you will be the contributor there to be able to bring up some of these live issues. But we'd love to say thank you. Thank you so much. You have yourself a wonderful time and congratulations.
Okay, thank you so much. It's a pleasure always being on your show.
Okay, so that was the voice. So we're going to take this music right here from the top, Patrick, for you, and that is the music that we have continued to stress about peace, about development, about love. Those are things that we intend to do as a nation and people who are currently serving our country. It is time that Patrick will continue to play our road. It is time that we continue to do what is best for all of us to keep on serving our community. But Patrick, you've been hearing from most of these different reporters. Patrick, Harris, how do you feel today on your radio? Patrick, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, so I'm asking, how do you feel, for example, having a new program on your radio today?
Really, I feel very happy this afternoon because this program is a very new program, and our people have been listening to it. But I hope that we try to have this program another edition in the morning because there is a rural area where everyone on the farm at this hour, and more people are not really following the radio because the farming activities in our city in the district.
Patrick, who told you that in there? Patrick, we gotta make people used to the radio. They don't just know that, oh, this program will be an afternoon program. We can't do everything in the morning. Patrick, our people are resilient people. Some of the people who went on the farm today, they get a radio near them. Solar panel or something. Some of them put that radio on, and that is what can amuse them. All they need to know is to get quality information. So let's take Nyadoba music. Let's take Nyadoba music, and then we we'll come back.
Okay.
Good evening to Patrick Wheeler and his family. Good evening to all of you who tuned into the radio this afternoon. This is Nimba TV. Nyadogba is making his contribution. Let us be like some chicken that can take care of that chicken. Let us not make confusion. Let us be able to unite. This is Nimba TV. And this is a program called Around Nimba, and it's going to be your way beginning Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And it's going to be on here on Radio Zogan. Go where more, put away after ye. Oh man, what a music. So the president of Unico SMG, we love to say good afternoon. Remember Unico December to remember being Secretary December this year. Good evening to all of you in Radio Land. Good evening to Anesco for all of the scholarship students. Good evening Nimba County. Good evening Bump County. Good evening Lofa. Good evening Liberia. This is Nimba D19. Good evening to all of you. So we're gonna bring the music down. We're going to bring the music down. So Patrick, sometimes these are exactly what we need to do. We need to put some sensitivity to the radio. We need to make the broadcast to be what it's supposed to be. We need to put value on the show and all of that. Of course, that is why we here at Nimba TV, and which is why we are here to provide our people the best that we can. We'd love to say good afternoon to all of you. And Patrick Widow is still there. But Patrick, you've been listening to the radio. You just listened to the music as well from Yanduba. He's talking about unity. He's talking about peace. Patrick, what comes to your mind? As especially elections are here now, people are going neck to neck with one another. You had BK there from Zekepa also cautioning the citizens to be able to love one another because elections is about just some little time, and you need to know your candidates very well. Uh, no, it is not time that we see the facts and create hatred than going for the facts. You know, we know for the past 6 years there was something that were not to a particular place, and those things are there now. And those things are beneficiary to all of us, not a single person. So this elections is going to be something that we all will have to be honest and taking into account the outputs than being sentimental. Sentimental could be a way of just looking at somebody, maybe the person tall or the person short, the person ugly or the person down, and just denigrate them, but not looking at the outputs of what has been happening in our community. Patrick, how do you think? What are we going to do as citizens? Because it is incumbent on you and me who have the power in our voices. And remember, what we're doing on the radio is a privilege that has been given us. It's not a right. All right. Anybody can do this, but it is incumbent on us as we are now given the space to serve our communities, to do it diligently, to do it with all fairness, to be able to reach out, to give the rightful information. This is why we are here at Nimba TV. Patrick, moving forward, what do we hope to see after Nyanduba's music, Patrick? Before we take our next, correspondent with close.
Okay, thank you very much, Major. What I really want, I really got there from the music by Yantuba is that the music simply tries to tell that we have to be very mercy because election is just like a football game. And right after the reverend sounds, the whistle, the game is out. And the really trying to, the music is something trying to tell us that we have to be very moderate in addressing one another because election comes and go. Because right after this process, October 10th, the next one you hear it will be 2029, October or so forth. So the music is telling you that those of you that can get on the radio or get on the social media to instruct other people instead of discussing the issue and discuss and attack somebody's personality, the music is something telling us that we have to stop that. We are one unit and we are one blood and we are one family to come together for the betterment of this country.
To come together for the betterment of Mama Liberia. So today, Representative Johnson Guaiklo was live on the radio. Patrick, you got the full details this morning. Were there any reaction from community people?
I realized that, the people really follow the show this morning, and I was just sitting, and one of my nicer, Fidesco Gazi, was sitting at control in the one. But I was sitting in the two quietly was heavy because I have to really acquaint them with some of these things so that they can be on top of information too. So, but the first thing really that other people follow the information, and I saw other people calling from other districts of not appreciating this lawmaker because the talent, because anyone a representative, if you just do well, nobody will praise you.
Okay, so let
a lot of people from the district really follow the show. They say, but why they go, man? They not come on the radio directly, and you will start relaying from.
Oh, that's a beauty because what he was being called in as a guest to Freedom FM, not Radio Voice of Yarwin Mehnsonnoh. But let's take an excerpt from in the conversation this morning.
Almost all the districts. I'm saying almost all because we have constituent parties too who will be granted some opportunity. So if there is a CDC contestant in district number 9, I will go all the way out. District number 10, Montserrat. I will go all the way out to make sure that division wins. Do you have the voice, Montserrat? Some will say you are recruited to leave out 59. Well, as a lawmaker, yes, the marketeers will live on the president's hand. The hierarchy of the party will do so. The people in the education sector will come around that. The Ibara boys will come and do that, because they are all part and parcel of the country, and they must be seen as, celebrating the successes that President Weah has brought to Nimba, and be appreciative of that, for which they must be seen as lifting President's hand for re-election.
Over 300,000 registered voters in Nimba County have been scrambled for votes. Can you say to the president, in the one of this is so freedom radio, that you can give a significant portion of that number, at least 1,000 votes?
We have a strategy. I will not disclose on there.
Why? The last time we had on a Garrison, you said
about them that this is not going right. So please work with the international partners to make sure that everything goes right. You know what I'm saying to you. And that's the oversight. We cannot go and do the work, but we got to point it out to them when we see it going wrong. There are many factors that go into execution of duties. There are many things that go into governance. It's a three-way thing. We are separate, but we are coordinated too. And that's where the oversight comes in. And so, we have our part to play. Our part to play is to craft the laws. If the laws are crafted and are not being properly implemented, then you will recall that we issued a vote of confidence in Eugene Facon. After we have gone through an evaluation of his behavior and his important tendency, we did not have the termination power, but we forwarded our findings to the executive.
Are you taking the same about the justice minister because he's behaving in some form of manner that comes to the issue of justice, especially?
It has to be brought to.
It has to be acknowledged.
No.
It has to be acknowledged.
No.
Delaying justice or so.
No.
Like we have past citizens.
No.
They got right here. Saying you did it to Fagon.
You're not giving me any right, whether it's easy or how. It's just having a discussion.
Is a minister who Liberians are crying on his name, they even call him by his name, so you should do the same. They put your name there. I'm sure you are inviting him. There's a communication, the House calling on the Justice Minister and the Liberian National Police.
You know that?
Yeah.
There was a sponsor, co-sponsor, the vacation cadet program. The Honorable Creighton Duncan is the lead sponsor of that program, and we, along with him, introduced that bill, and we passed it at the House level, and it's on the Senate side, so that the vacation job cadet activities can be reintroduced to our system to help to prepare our students when it comes to school.
Okay, so Patrick, that was an excerpt of what Representative Gweklo said today. He talked about the bills, he talked about the rule of law, he talked about oversight and all of that. And let our people get to understand across the district that this representative is also the number 7 person in the Republic of Liberia at the House of Representatives, the lower house. He is the chair on rules, order, and administration. So many local international radio stations would love to have an interview with him. But what we would do as Nimba D9 TV, that is owned and operated by the One Nimba House Media Incorporated, is to always try as much as possible to relay this program on the community radio stations. So Patrick, we want land to open up the lands for our people. So Patrick, you can now let's take some calls from there. We read 2 letters. One is from Honest Duato. Honest Duato is a Liberian emerging politician and diplomat, and he wrote a very touching stuff about 5 hours ago on his Facebook page. And then from there, we read from Dawono, who also talk about the Honorable Tiawansi Gongolo. So, but we would love you to open up the lines, Patrick.
Okay, lovely. Now open 991 991 0775 991 991.
Okay, so that is the number to call. So just in case you are listening, those are the numbers to call: 0775 991 991 is the number to call. And when you call that number, you will be heard on the radio to participate in the first radio and television edition of Iran Nimba. So I'm trying to also pin that number here. It's 0775 991 991. So it is a time to call and participate on the show. So to call, you will need to dial the number 077 991 991. So that is the number to call, and the lines are now open. You heard from the representative and except of what were then discussed today on Freedom FM. We brought that to you live on Nimba D9 TV as well. So you can also call the WhatsApp number, which is +231 for those of you who are on the Facebook, who watching us on YouTube as well. You can do this for us. It's +231 778 070604. So if you are on Facebook, the number is right there. So all you need to do is to make sure that you call this number as well. So the lines are open, and you can let us know. Tell us how you intend for us to run this program. Tell us how is your community, for instance, this afternoon, and where you are listening to us from. We will really appreciate and all of that. But again, this is Nimba Dina TV, just in case you are tuned in. And like we said, Mighty Enforcer is also playing against Philadelphia FC. Mighty Enforcer is from Nimba County, based in Gompa City, Liberia. So they are there at the Samuel not Samuel but the Anthony Tottenham Sports Stadium, where our man is pretty much posted Lawrence to play. Maybe we can just bring a little bit of gist to you right now from there. So you can stay tuned into Nimba D9 TV and watch it there. But just in case you join us, this is Nimba D9 TV, and we are here. We said freedom is coming. Freedom is coming soon. But well, the freedom could not be because you are in slavery. The freedom could not be because of bad governance. But your reactivation of yourself, waking up in the morning with that force in your head and say, look, today I must have an impact. I'm not going to wait for bread. I'm going to wake up to a new day. That is the freedom. That is the freedom from yourself, beginning with yourself. There's nobody that will give you freedom. As it stands, you can travel anywhere except where bad people are everywhere too. There is not only unique to Nimba County, unique to Liberia. Everywhere there are bad people. So you got to be cognizant of that. You got to be careful of that. But yes, are we prepared to be able to lead a change? Yes, we can. Yes, yes. Your year is about to jolly diet right on the road where you know it's not necessary. Sometimes you go in and know that this road leading to your own house is bullshit. The chorus is to your house. It will not take you nothing, but it will take you freedom. It will take you change of mind to say, look, this place I'm walking is dirty. Snake might stay in here to bite me. So I must need to get involved and brush this place. Those are things that we are talking about. 0775 991 991 is the number. So you can call wherever you're listening to us from this afternoon to form part of this show. This show is going to be on your way. It's called Around Nimba. You will be here live around the country, and you'll be hearing from all of the cities, happenings from around the country. We'll bring in guests from different sectors who will be able to speak with us. But Patrick, can you announce the number from your end again?
Yeah, the number is 0775 991 And before waiting for we were waiting for color this afternoon. There is an issue that is raising. I want to really bring to our doorstep concerning the road leading from the Zoeta County heading to Bigland Consequence on few weeks ago. We get on there that different types of security are there now. Let's see the checkpoint there. That is really surprising our people when it comes to some issue. That we been was there, even our motorcyclists have been complaining that those guys are there taking money from them, suppressing them, taking money from them, and so forth. And even 2 weeks ago, my brother paid a visit there that we reached with us, and I made a stop there. I just disguised myself, and then when I reached there, they asking me to give them gauge drop. And I said, is this a checkpoint? And one of the CEO and president came up and said that, yes, this is a checkpoint. I said, is this recognized by the government of Nigeria? He said, what kind of question you asking also? I said, this is the question I'm asking before I can drop your key. But this be more me answer my question. He said, I can't answer the question. I said, then definitely this cannot be a checkpoint. So one of the issues that coming up in our setting, in our neighboring country here.
You know what I'm asking? What I'm laughing, Patrick?
No.
A lot of the critics to politicians have said, imagine the whole district number now. Joseph we're not doing nothing, no police station. Allah, Patrick. Patrick, Allah.
That's the number 3 of people in our district here.
Okay, before I address the issue, Patrick, which we condemn any form of harassment, but Patrick, from Palala to Morovia, you've been traveling there, right?
Yeah.
How many gates on the road?
We are not a chapter gate on the road.
Patrick, why do you think we have these gates?
We have this gate to at least to continue some wrongdoing that other people are involved.
I love your answer, but Patrick, do you think it's actually the wrongdoing that they're trying to avoid?
It is the wrong thing. I consider to be the wrongdoing, but on the other side, like exploit other people.
Okay, so just in case you join us, this is Nimba D9 TV. This is a program called Around Nimba. We are here for 5 minutes because we started late today because of some issues at the radio station in Zekepa. But Patrick, let me give my own opinion. That is my personal opinion on this. Patrick, there are numerous of gates from Ganta to Morovia. Patrick, the reason is Nimba County is becoming a commercial hub. And wherever development goes, people will also follow to sometimes exploit the system or to put in the right perspective. Don't get me wrong. Very soon you will see police assign themselves to Zekepa. Hey, I can't Zekepa to party, huh?
Yeah.
Patrick, very soon.
The issue that I just bring you is making other people scared that they cannot bring a car, even as the way car was pulling in.
Yes, so we're gonna talk to the police commander. We're gonna talk to the police commander of Bomb County, and this is gonna be serious. Maybe we also have to bring next week Monday. We'll do all that we can to bring Moses Carter attention. Moses Carter is the police spokesperson. But Patrick, what I'm laughing at is this. Patrick, anywhere that development is pouring in, that you see the sound of these things, there will be proliferation of these kind of different activities. Those guys have gotten to know that there's a lot of traffic now running between Zekepa and Zoeta and Palala because of the easy access of the ferry that is now giving new day to the people of Nimba County, not just district number 9. So it's because of that those unnecessary checkpoints are now on the road, which is why I'm saying watch out. Few days from now, police will assign themselves willy-nilly in Zekepa because they're getting to know that while traffic is running to that place. Of course, Zekepa as a headquarters need a police station. Of course, Zointa as another headquarters needs a police station. So all of these things will be what interplaying as a will and pleasure of what will be happening across the country. This is unnecessary. We condemn it. It is not right that we exploit things from people. Why are they doing that? So we're going to talk to the relevant people, right? We're going to talk to the relevant people in authority, whether they know about these kind of people, because there are some people, and Patrick, I think it is demanding on those people to say, look, show me your identity. If you are a police officer, a DEA officer, or whatever you call yourself, show me, because some of them can be impersonating.
Those guys, even from my own observation, it's not I'm talking about major. Most of the guys, they are just traffic, motorcycle police.
Exactly.
They are not for the national police.
So we were since this is happening in the bomb county side, we will bring it to the attention of the current representative, Gion Hills. Patrick, you know us for that, right? You know what we can do on this platform. We address we get to the bottom of things. We do not leave it halfway. So we'll get to Gion Hills, for example, because that is in his district. All right. And then we'll get to the police commander of Bomb County. And we'll reach out to the police spokesperson of the Republic of Liberia to making sure Monday when we come back here, we will have that issue on this show. And probably we'll do all we can to host the police, spokesperson, which is Moses Carter. We'll do all that we can because this is important. People should not exploit people. But this is what can happen when development comes. Bad things can follow. Look at criminals stole your motorbike, right, Patrick? Because of the place. So people will need to protect themselves. But on the other hand, it's unnecessary, it's uncalled for that we have people who are wanting to impersonate. What are you regulating over there? If you want to go there, you need to go there to the condescent of the district representative and the stakeholders, and now say, look, we have come here to instill peace and security and have conversation with the town people, with the stakeholders. Let them know you. That is what they call community entry. You can't come and put gate on the road.
The wrong thing those guys do is that they couldn't go there market day, or ordinary day they cannot go on it, they can be there.
That was exactly what I was telling you, Patrick. So they now see there's a flow of traffic and a lot of cars are putting in and say, but man, we gotta get our eating from that place. The guys are putting in over there. All right. So we will address that. But let's read this from Honest Duato. And the lines are open. You can also call if you are from Bomb County and listen to this radio. And there are people on the road today. Call us and tell us, because we do not want to instill violence. We will get to the relevant authority when there was confusion coming into the youth situation in Nimba, in Yarwin, Mehnsonnoh, Patrick. You know what we did, right? We brought on board the rightful leader, and he was able to address that issue. So Honest Duato is saying that let me see what Honest Duato wrote here. Honest is writing something on the page. There are several people who are joined us from different countries. Honest said there are too many unnecessary checkpoints along the route from Ganta to Monrovia. Yeah, because Honest is, there are a lot of things happening. Some of the police people, which is no way for you to exploit people. Even if you are not getting your pay for 2-3 months, you will get your pay, right, Patrick? You will certainly get your pay. So why should you exploit the people? So 0775 991 991 is the number. If you are in Bomb County, if you are a driver, if you are a motorcyclist who's listening to us, tell us your experience, about what is unfolding. And thanks to you, Patrick, for bringing this to the attention of all of us. But let's read this from Honest Duato. He said, as Liberia approaches the 2023 general and presidential election, it is important to remember the past and sustain the peace that has been achieved. Liberia has a history of political instability, civil war, and human rights abuses. One of the key factors is sustaining the peace in Liberia. Is sustaining the peace in Liberia. He said one of the key factors is sustaining peace in Liberia is ensuring free and fair elections. The 2023 election will be a critical test of Liberia's democratic institutions. It is important that the election process is transparent, inclusive, and peaceful. This will require the cooperation of all political parties, civil society organizations, and the international community. Another important factor is sustaining the peace. In sustaining the peace is addressing the root causes of conflict in Liberia. This includes promoting economic development, reducing poverty and inequality, improving access to education and healthcare, and addressing corruption. These issues are interconnected and require a comprehensive approach. It is also important to promote reconciliation and healing in Liberia. The wounds of the Civil War are still fresh for many Liberians, and there is a need for justice and accountability for past human rights abuses. At the same time, there is a need for forgiveness and reconciliation between different ethnic and religion groups. In conclusion, sustaining peace in Liberia as the country approaches the 2023 general and presidential election requires a multi-phased approach that addresses political, economic, social, and cultural issues. It will require the cooperation of all stakeholders to ensure that the election process is transparent, inclusive, and peaceful. We deserve better as Liberians. The farmer's sons right. That is Honest Duato. Honest Duato is the speaker of the Liberia Student Nimba County University and College Student Association. He is here. He has made his debut on the show this afternoon. Patrick, what could be your parting comments since we waited for court and the court did not come in? So that means that people are maybe changed to the program, or maybe they just enjoying the show and say, yes, the guys are really nailing this thing down to the point that we need.
Thank you very much, Major. I just want to say many things in appreciation to our reporters from Radio Zekepa and also from the heart of Zekepa and also from Radio Zoge, the manager, Alexander Duo. I'd love to say many things in appreciation to all those who followed this show this afternoon. And I also love to say many things in appreciation to my female announcer, Annette, where Annette is here with me, but Annette, she said this the first time, so she just said they gave me watching.
Oh no, put her on that microphone. Let me talk to Annette. Annette, good afternoon, Annette.
Annette saying that she will get on the program by Monday.
Okay, no problem.
Get on the program by Monday. So,
no problem.
And I love to say many thanks and appreciation to the family of Nimba TV and to the management and staff of Radio Voice of Yarwin for being there. If you did, I am the manager or my team, and they've always there for me and also made everything possible for our people to get the radio coming back to them on a daily basis.
Okay, but Patrick, we have to do justice, and I like to say good afternoon to my daughter, Annette Cooper. May God bless that child. And good afternoon to all ladies, students, first-time voters, and all of you. So, which is why Monday, Annette will be here. And by Monday, Patrick, we're going to be broadcasting directly from our own studios in Mehnsonnoh County. Today, I'm broadcasting from our house, right here in my own house. And I like to say kudos to all of you. But again, it's good that our family will allow us to do these things, and our crew will allow us to do this as well. But let me do this justice to Darwin Noah. And Darwin Noah took his Facebook page of recent, and this is what he wrote about Councillor Say Tiawan Gongolo. As you may recall, Councillor Gongolo is the standard bearer of Liberia People's Party, and he is running for the presidency. He is from Clay-Zopi in Nimba County. But this is what Darwin Noah, who resides in Washington, D.C. from Yokiayu, wrote. And let us read, and from there we're going to say goodbye to you for today. And come on Monday. But Patrick, you will need to log this into your program log that people can announce the different programs and that timing. So in that way, people will get to follow. But let's take this one down now. He wrote this on the 31st day of May 2023. He said, today, I stand before you to advocate for an exceptional leader, Councillor Tiawan Se Gonglo, and why the Liberian people should elect him as their president. In a nation longing for change and a better future, Councillor Gonglo embeds the qualities necessary to lead Liberia towards justice, fairness, and prosperity. One of the most compelling reasons to support Councillor Gonglo is his unwavering commitment to integrity. Corruption has plucked our society too far, too long, eroding the foundations of trust and hindering progress. However, Councillor Gonglo stands apart as a beacon of hope, untainted by temptations of corruption. His track record speaks for itself. He is a man who believes in doing what is right, even when it is difficult. Councillor Gonglo's delegation to justice and fairness is undeniable. His fearless stand against those who abuse their power has earned him admiration and respect from the Liberian people. He has been beaten and persecuted because he spoke truth to power, refusing to bow down in the face of injustice. His courage and unwavering principles are the qualities we need in a leader. Someone who will stand up for the rights of every Liberian, regardless of their background or status. Furthermore, Councillor Gonglo has displayed unparalleled transparency throughout his career. As the only government official in Liberia's history to return unused travel allowances, he has set an example of accountability and responsible stewardship. He resigned from office when the president refused to prosecute her corrupt relatives, showing his unwavering commitment to upholding the law and combating nepotism. Not only is Councillor Gonglo a man of imperishable character, but he also possesses the vision and determination to bring about tangible change. As president of the Bar Association of Lawyers, he transformed the institution from a deplorable state into one of the relevance and international recognition. This achievement is testimony to his leadership and ability to effect positive change. In his quest for a better Liberia, Councillor Gonglo has tirelessly traveled to towns and villages, even in the midst of remote areas, often on foot due to the lack of road connectivity. This hands-on approach has allowed him to witness firsthand the struggles and aspirations of the Liberian people. He has listened to their cries for a better future. And as their president, he would be driven to address their needs and build a nation that truly represents the interests of his citizens. My fellow citizens, if we truly desire change and a better Liberia, we need a leader who embeds the values of integrity, justice, and fairness. Councillor Tiawanse Gonglo is the embedment of those values. He has the qualifications, the character, and the determination to steer Liberia towards the path of progress. Just as other nations like Rwanda, Tanzania, or Botswana have done. Together, let us make the clear choice for for a brighter future. Let us elect Councillor Tiawanse Gonglo as our president, and together we can create a Liberia that we can be proud of. I, Dawo Non Foley, and wholeheartedly support Councillor Tiawan Gonglo presidential candidate without pinch of doubt that a better Liberia will ensure under his leadership. Patrick, this has been the first edition of Around Nimba on the radio and on the television. This is our extra activities. I left on job 3 this afternoon, got in here to produce this edition. I like to say it has been a wonderful time to have you and your co-host Anna Cooper there in studio, and Alex Luo and the Baptist people who are out there for that conference in Bao Nimba County, Uriah Guajina in Sakepa, BK Nesser from Truth FM Sakepa, and all of our contributors who follow. Like for instance, we have Marcus Denoa, who said he was watching us from Uganda, that is in East Africa. Honest Duato said he was grateful to Nimba D9 TV, and he said the program was very, very awesome. And we have our female who's always following us, Fanta Tua, she was following us from Egypt, Cairo. So all of you who follow us, we want to say thank you, and it was a wonderful time having all of you on this show this afternoon. But Patrick, we're going to take you out with this music here this afternoon, family.
Lilo mien, sena mien, meslo mien, ka todo, kwanu sieke kwelu kewo, bina kesie, kete kama, ta gwi mi amele we be, dego yo kai desi, le me regina me fe, ka suna me, di kolo moto die.
Are you living record? Sweet sound.
Musika komplamo, musineka komplamo, kwekula kemya. Prela jo pega suo, musinga komplamo, nesto mono komplamo, kwekula kemya. Oris way kasu iname, tetopia. Kwekula kemya. Musinga komplamo, sena mono komplamo, kwekula kemya. Nondo boka kwamo, kwekula kemya. Ma anita berika su, isona TV mega su. Kwekula kemya o. Pero se won te ka su. Suku kaka komplamo, kwekula kemya. Kaka komplamo, kwekula kemya. Kaka ka komplamo, kwekula kemya. Pero emosi ba wi ka su. Toto si kwa no ila. To bena yi komplamo. Mo se sunu ka su.
So, Patrick, I'd like to say thank you so very much to my beautiful mother, my Ari SM Bawi, and all of my fans and followers, all of you in Radio Land, all of my friends. Like one of my friends is called Ato Ticket in Boyton. Patrick, you know Ato?
Yeah, I know Ato. Ato is my need also.
Yeah, Ato has always followed us on Boyton. So, we'd like to say good afternoon. May God bless you all. And Patrick, we will meet you on Monday, 3 to 3:45 on Monday on Around Nimba. Patrick, finally, we are out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Lilo mien, sena mien,